Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year's. We're starting this year off. I'm on the road. Left yesterday, Sunday, December 31st, 2023. 2023 is in the books. And so I'm hoping 2024 is a whole lot better for everybody. Not only in the trucking industry, but just overall. We got to get rid of these idiots that are killing our country, destroying our economy. They're going to lower interest rates this year to make it look like they've done such a fantastic job. Guys, don't fall for their crap. It's games that they play. They play this crap every time they get elected. Every time it's up for re-election, they manipulate the economy to make them look good. And let's not fall for it, guys. We can't afford 4 more years of this idiot in the White House. We will not have a country left. Period. There won't be a trucking industry. There won't be any jobs for anybody. This is just the last three years have been just a glimpse of what they're wanting to do to this country. The trucking industry cannot afford this clown for another 4 years. I may make a lot of people mad, but I don't care. You got to hear the truth. My business went from single truck, almost $400,000 a year, back to a single truck after I had a driver on with his own truck, running 2 trucks, barely making $275,000 a year gross. What's changed? The president and the people running Washington, D.C. That is what has changed. Our economy is in the tank, and I don't care what they say, how they say it. Our economy is garbage right now. Our industry, our lives are in the tank. Look how much we're paying for groceries. We're paying thousands of dollars a year more for groceries than what we was 3 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago. What's changed? People running this country in Washington, D.C. That's what has changed. I didn't want to get on this tirade, but it's a new year, and we got to do something to make things better. Start with the election. I don't care who you vote for, but it's obvious who we had 4 years ago and what our economy was like until the Democrats and the communists in China released. You know what I'm talking about. And then they want to take, say that they've done more for the economy. They brought more jobs back. No, the only thing they've done was destroy this economy. Because if the economy was humming along like it was prior to the bug, then there would be a whole lot more jobs created than what has been. Jobs have been destroyed. Just in the trucking industry alone this year, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 plus drivers have lost their jobs. Major, big trucking companies have collapsed. Large, huge brokerages have collapsed. It's not by coincidence. I think it's by design. I think it's their intent and their intention to destroy this country. They don't want us to have freedom. What is freedom? Being able to work for ourselves, being able to take care of our families, and live the way we need to live and the way we need to take care of our families. And they're doing everything they can to destroy that. Open borders. That is going to take away from American jobs. That is not somebody that loves their country would allow that to take place. Period. So anyways, I made the delivery last night in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm back out here, Northwest Texas, picking up a load. Delivers in the morning and back in Fort Worth, and I come back out here, pick up another load, go back to Fort Worth. So for right now, I got 2 more loads for the week. I'm sure I'll have another load picks up Thursday, deliver Friday. But beyond that, I don't know if I'm gonna have any runs this weekend or not. Maybe I'll get to go back home. I got to spend part of my anniversary with my wife. Of course, we did things last week, Thursday or Friday. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure my APU or my power inverter was shut off. So I made sure that we did some things before I had to leave, because I knew I had to leave Sunday on our anniversary. So, you know, that's another thing. You know, we miss so much as truck drivers. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, sporting events with our, you know, nieces, nephews, sons, daughters. You know, but that's a sacrifice and a choice that we make. And when you're a single truck, or even a 1 or 2 truck, 3 truck operation, if you're driving a truck, you have to be out there, you know. And in the way this economy is right now, I have to take every single load that I possibly can take. You know, and I turned a few loads down Christmas weekend because I wanted to be home. I turned down a load that picked up Christmas Eve or Christmas afternoon. But I said, you know, I have to take some time off. I stay out here a month at a time. You know, and I got burnt out. I was exhausted. Like, I need some time off. So I ran 3 loads last week. Stayed home until yesterday, New Year's Eve. Came out here, picked up my load, went and delivered it last night. You know, it's just I had to take some time off. You know, but we miss so much. It's tough on a family man. And I don't have any kids, but I have nephews and I have nieces. You know, and I miss out on a lot of stuff. I miss out on friends' birthdays. Hang on, guys.
Hey, just fucking go one real quick.
Okay. All right, they're gonna get me loaded. Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Should have done this before I started the video. Sorry, guys. I can't set it in my phone holder with my case on it. But anyways, guys, you know, it's tough. It's tough out here. You know, this life is not easy. You guys that drive a truck or in the trucking industry or have family that drives a truck or knows people that drive a truck, I mean, you understand. You know what I'm saying is true. You know, the only thing good about owning your own trucking company or even to being an owner operator, at least owning somebody, is you have your freedom. You know, if I was working for somebody, there's no way that I would have been able to take all that time off, which honestly wasn't a whole lot of time. But I'm at their mercy, you know. They tell me when I work, tell me when I can't work, when I can take a vacation, when I can't take a vacation. You know, and that's why I do this. This is why I started my own carrier. That's why I started my own trucking business, because I want to have that freedom. Is it stressful? Yeah, it's very stressful, especially when you got a breakdown and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're trying to get by. You know, it's tough. especially when your business account has been drained, you know, because of just the cost of repairs, cost of fuel this year, cost of maintenance, cost of, you know, everything. Just it eats into your profit. And then when your profit is so thin to begin with, you know, it's tough. Open up my doors. I get loaded. I'll get down to Fort Worth. Hopefully I'll get down there in time to watch the Alabama, Michigan, and Texas Washington game. I gotta fix my shoe. I tried fixing it before, but it's already pulled down in a spot. I gotta get some different pegs to hold the chute up in there. But guys, mainly I just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I know it's a little late for Merry Christmas, but you know, I want you guys to have a blessed, prosperous, and Happy New Year. Shouldn't take them too long to get me loaded. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry about the rant earlier, but you know, this administration has done nothing for the American people. If they truly cared about the American people, they'd close down the borders. We do not, and it's not a racist statement. It's a fact. We do not know who is coming into this country. Absolutely do not know who is coming in. We don't know who, you know, just the ones that we've caught that are known terrorists from terrorist countries. You know, how is that good for the country? How's that good for the country? How's that good for the economy? How's that good for the American people? You know, it's not. It's not good for any country. Why is it that we're the only country that you can freely walk across the border and not have nothing done to you? You just set free. Where you want to go? Chicago. All right, we'll put you on a bus or a plane, send you to Chicago. I want to go to New York. I want to go to California. I want to go to Texas. I want to go to Oklahoma, Kansas, you name it, Michigan. They just bust them up, send them out. They say, well, we'll track them. They have no idea how many people are in this country. They don't know who is in this country that wants to do harm to us. So you can't tell me that this administration cares about this country and cares about you and me, the American people. You never will convince me of that fact. The fact is, they don't care about us. They do not care about this country. Their goal is to enrich themselves and to destroy our freedom. Take every constitutional right that we have away from us. So anyways, I'm done with that, but that's the facts. And if you don't like them, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. It's sad. You know, I may only get 3 loads this week. That's not sustainable, you know. I'm hoping I get a few more throw-in loads. Maybe a load Wednesday, an additional second load Wednesday, and then a load Saturday. So that'd give me a really good week. But it's I was making last 2 years I was making 10,000 plus a week, and now I'm barely making 5,000 if I'm lucky. What has changed? The administration. That's what has changed. The destruction of the economy. I haul a specific product that everybody eats, everybody uses, everybody needs, but because they got to pick and choose what they want to purchase, they're not buying a lot of this product. They get the necessity or what they need, but the holidays were great coming through Thanksgiving and Christmas, but it's liable to slow back down. I may have to start running back general refrigerated freight if I lose this contract, which is very possible. We never know. I hope it continues on like it did, through Thanksgiving, up to Thanksgiving, and then through Christmas. But I don't know. It's hard to say. The best week I've had this year was 2 weeks ago. I grossed $7,300 or $7,900. That's the best week I've had all year. I used to do that no problem. 3 loads a week. 3 loads last year and the year before. I was already at $5,000, $6,000. And this year the contract dried up. And I put another truck on last year, the 1st of January last year, because the previous year was just crazy. 2022 was a crazy year to begin with. 2021 in the freight business was exemplary. I mean, it was crazy, like crazy money. So I thought, well, because this is a contract deal, I could use another truck. So I hired him, and I hired my driver, got him going, and then it just bottomed out, just tanked. And it was bad. It was devastating. I had to let him go at the end of September, and it killed me really, because he's a good guy. His family are great people, and to have to let him go, I felt like a failure. I felt like a failure as a human being. But it was a tough decision, and I leased onto a guy short term, and that turned out to be a bust. So I just came back, started. I kept my authority active. I dropped all my insurance except to liability. What I needed to keep my authority active. And then I started getting phone calls. I mean, they were blowing my phone up. Hey man, we could use you. So I said, all right. So I put all my cargo and everything else back on and got started. And it's tough. It's been a tough year. I'm hoping 2024 will be an incredible year for everybody, including me and my family and my business. It's scary. Being in this industry, especially with a single truck operation, it's scary. The only thing I got going for me, honestly, is my truck payment is $1,165 a month. But it's getting up in the miles. I'm at 760,000 miles on it. And then my trailer payment's $550, I think, something like that. And I don't hold any home debt. I don't have a house payment. My mortgage is paid off. I don't have any vehicle payments. So basically, just living expenses and utilities, food, groceries, which we grow and raise a lot of our food. So that helps. We raise cattle, and then we buy a couple pigs, and then we have a friend of my wife's nephew raise them for us, and we pay him for the feed. But we raise majority, you know, we do a garden. My wife does a garden every year, and that's, you know, that helps a lot. Not having vehicle payments, not having a house payment. I paid my mortgage off last year, I believe. Yeah, 2022. So those are the things I have going for me, and that's really the only reason why I've been able to survive this year. Or I'd have been one of the many companies that closed down. If I had a 2,000, or if I had I could make it on a $2,000 a month truck payment. But if I had a $3,000 to $5,000 truck payment and a $2,000, $3,000 reefer or trailer payment, there's no way. There is no way that I could have survived. Especially when fuel prices got so high, and I have 2 fuel cards that I get really, really good discounts on, but you know, there was times that we were paying, even with my discounts, $4 a gallon, and we was trying to run 2 trucks, and man, I was paying myself the bare minimum just to make sure that my driver had, you know, got paid. And you know, it was tough. It was a tough year, toughest year that I've had. Probably since 2008, and I didn't own my own truck in 2008. But just living, you know, just day to day living, this was the hardest year since 2008. I know a lot of guys that, you know, they shut their doors. A lot of big carriers shut their doors because they're tired of fighting the battles. And every time we turn around, the FMCSA, the DOT, you know, they're throwing more and more rules and regulations at us. I think they're trying to get rid of us. They're truly trying to get rid of the entrepreneur, the small business owner, the medium-sized business owner, and they want it all to go to these mega companies, mega corporations, mega trucking companies, you know. But this is what I don't understand. All these mega carriers are putting money in the pockets of the FMCSA and DOT and through their association, the American Trucking Association, which is actually the anti-trucking association, because everything that they push legislatively, they does not help the trucking industry. So it benefits the mega carriers. They're trying to push speed limiters, which I drive 65 to 68 mile an hour anyway. So, but still, if I want to run 70 or if I want to run 75, you know, whatever the speed limit is, I should be able to do that. I don't need some quack job in Washington D.C. telling me how fast to drive my truck. If the speed limit is 75, I should be able to drive 75. If it's 80 and I want to run 80, which is insane, but I should be able to run 80 mile an hour. But I think everything they're doing is trying to destroy small owner operators, medium-sized owner operators. But at the same time, which is what I was getting to before I went off on my tirade, is you look at the low boards and they're begging for small carriers to come haul their cheap freight. You're trying to get rid of us, but then you want us to come and haul your freight. Something just doesn't mesh with me. Like, you're a member of this association that's trying to get rid of the small owner operators, but yet you're begging us to come and haul your freight. I get an email. Sometimes I get the same email 2 or 3 times a day from JB Hunt to come and run. Basically, as an owner operator, I get to pull their trailer, but they're claiming that the race that they offer on this program is better than their 360 program, but yet they're part of the ATA, which is trying to get rid of guys like me. Why are you trying to get rid of your competition if you're begging your competition? Which I'm no competition to these guys. I'm a single truck. Even if I had 50 trucks, I'd still not be any competition to JB Hunt, Snyder, Swift, Warner, or any of these cats. I'm a 1, 2, max probably a 10 truck operation at, eventually, if I decide to go that many trucks or 11 trucks, whatever. But I'm not going to compete with you guys. I can't compete with you guys. And yet, you're trying to get rid of guys like me, but then you're begging me to come haul your freight. It doesn't make any sense. It's mind-boggling that these cats want our help, but they also want to slit our throat, So, I don't know, guys. I don't have much more. I've been all over the place on this video. But if you will, guys, will you like and subscribe to these videos? Help me grow. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you guys want to talk about, what you want me to talk about. Catch me over on TikTok, Trucking with Cliff. I do some lives there. I do some videos. I got an Instagram. I think it's Trucking with Cliff also. But, leave me some feedback. Leave me some comments, what you guys want to talk about, what you want me to talk about, what y'all like to see in videos. I can do videos just driving down the road, but, I'd rather have content that's different kind of than what we're already seeing. I'll try not to stay, I'm trying not to go political, but sometimes you just have to tell the truth. I mean, you have to be honest. You can't hide behind the curtain and expect, life to be okay. I mean, you have to step on toes sometimes, and social media is very you kind of got to walk a fine line. Some people enjoy the content, or they enjoy the politics. Me, my life's pretty simple, guys. I own one truck, one trailer. I drive for myself. I have some cattle, a little small homestead, and I try to live a good life, a respectable, honest. I've tried to live with the utmost character, because I believe a person's character is everything. If you can't be trusted around somebody, you have nothing. So, like, if you can't trust me to come into your house and visit with you, and not, you don't have to worry about me stealing something from you. I don't live like that. I never have. And that kind of stuff, really, I can't stand a thief. I cannot stand a thief. And that's exactly what this government is doing. They're stealing from me. They're stealing from you. And so I'm not going to idly sit by and not bring it up or say anything about it, because I'd be doing you an injustice, me an injustice, and that's kind of how it is, guys. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope you guys, again, I hope y'all have a very blessed, very happy, very successful 2024. We all deserve to have a good year. Health-wise, I hope everybody's healthy, stays healthy. And, guys, God bless, and we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.